Hey, what is up, guys? Hope you all are doing good. I'm doing well. In this video, we're going to talk about the options that I've sold this week, and we will also talk about the Fed rate cuts that is expected tomorrow. So, if you are looking into that, please stick around and hopefully you will learn a few things here and there. So, I want to show you my options. Contracts that I sold for this week. What I did this week, which is unlike my usual strategy, is that I bought $23.25 cost for some 500 shares of MSTX, expecting it to go up. And I'm up currently $300 on this. But what I did is I sold covered calls on 400 of these shares, meaning I got out with for $240 by selling four contracts with $60 per contract. So this is what I did. I've sold this call for this week. I'm hopefully gonna get assigned, meaning I'll be selling 400 shares at $23.50. Currently the price is above and I really want it to be above on Friday, coming Friday. So this was my move, little aggressive move. Usually I just sell cash secured puts, but this time I sold covered call on MSTX. I'm seeing MSTR, which is MicroStrategy stock, and I did some analysis with one of my friend that I do stock analysis, and looking at the RSI and everything else over a 1 month period. Basically what we saw is that there's an opportunity to gain some value there. So since MSTR has been down brutally, and if you see here in last 1 month, even after today's gain, it is down 6.3%. That is what triggered me to buy MSTX. And what I did with MSTX is I'm holding 100 shares, so I'm not selling covered call on all of the 500 shares. I sold covered call on 400 shares, so I kept 100 shares in order to sell covered call out of the money for the next 100 shares so that I can generate little more cash. So that was the strategy, and currently it seems to be working. Hopefully tomorrow when Feds come up with the rates, that does not get affected and I get exercise, and they Robinhood takes my 400 shares at $23.50 per share. So that will be a good successful trade there. I also sold three contracts of cash secured puts on same MSTX for the same date at $20 per share price. And for that, I collected $20 per contract, which is 20 cents per share times 100 is $20. And I sold three contracts, so I collected $60 in total. So $60 here, and then I collected $240 selling these four calls. So I made exactly $300, and after paying Robinhood its fee, which is around 4 cents per contract. So for seven contracts, I'm looking at around $299 for this week for $17,000 worth of cash that I put in. One thing, as I just mentioned, that I bought 500 shares and not 400, but I sold covered call on only 400 shares. So I'm selling four contracts here, if you see. So I want to keep 100 shares and see where these 100 shares take me. And let's see, like if MSTX go parabolic like it did early this year, then we could be seeing some gains in thousands of dollars. So I'm gonna hold MSTX at least 100 shares while I sell covered calls on the rest. And if on Friday the price of MSTX drops below $23.50, I will sell another covered call set of four contracts again for the same price, and hopefully will collect me more cash there from selling covered calls. So that's the strategy, and so far so good. Just 2 days been working in my direction. I bought it cheap, and then now the price are higher, so I'm happy there, and also happy for my cash secured puts, which I sold for $20. I really wish I should have sold at least five contracts here as well, so could have made $100 here and 240 here. But well, it is what it is. So I'm not complaining. I'm not losing money. I'm just was wondering if I should have put a little more on this side. So looking at the current cash holdings, I am having $17,500 cash. So out of this $1,705,000, almost $6,000 is booked here for options collateral, which is for three contracts of MSTX at $20 per contract. So then after this, I'm still holding $11,500 in cash, even if this gets assigned to me. And then I will also have 800 shares of MSTX. And with this trade, I think my average cost will be around $21 and some cents. So that's what the goal is, to keep generating cash flow with covered calls and cash secured puts. So that's what's been going on. Market is down today. Market went down 0.15% today, but my portfolio, as you can see, is up 0.22%, mainly because SCHD and Bitcoin both are green today, and they were both red yesterday, and the market was green. So both Nasdaq 100 and S&P 500 were both positive yesterday, and SCHD and Bitcoin were negative, and today it's the opposite. Overall, my portfolio, as you guys can see, I am still up today, and all time I'm really happy and cannot complain for anything. I'm up almost $62,000 of my own money that I have invested, so that's good. The only thing I'm highlighting this whole feature and this whole portfolio I'm covering today is because tomorrow is a big day in the market. Tomorrow we are seeing Fed, and the expectation is that Fed will cut the rates, and we will see more borrowed money that will flow in most of these businesses. So an there is an opportunity there, but I did not see many opportunity when we think about from value perspective. So most of the indices, also the stocks that you see in the market right now, are overpriced, or at least fairly valued. They're not undervalued, most of the stocks. But then, of course, there are always a few opportunities out there. We'll see how this all goes. Of course, with MSTX, covered calls and cash secured puts, it's a bit risky to do this week, and I wanted to, test my patience and not get emotional with any of these trades. But I followed the process that I have, and I will keep buying MSTX if the price of MSTX goes below $20, which is where I sold three contracts. And that is why I am gonna keep almost $11,500 as cash to cover the cost of the existing MSTX, so I can average down on those shares, buying more, and then sell covered call on most of the stocks to generate weekly passive income. So that is the idea behind all of this. And overall, I'm buying all these securities as well. I think I showed you in a couple videos back. BTC, I'm buying $5.20 every single day. That includes weekends, and same goes for XRP. But AIQ, Berkshire Hathaway, IDVO, QQQ, SPMO, and SPY I am buying on weekdays, and that is why you see $7.27 of AIQ purchase order every single day, and my holdings are growing fast. On IDVO side, I'm almost hitting 17 shares. AIQ, I now have 13.3 shares. SPMO, I have almost 9 shares. And Berkshire, I just hit today 2.5 shares of Berkshire Hathaway. I think Berkshire Hathaway is one of the good opportunity out there. The stock has PE ratio of close to 17 is what I saw last time, and you can see it here as well, 16.85. And even today the stock went down a little bit, few cents, but the volume wasn't there because people are waiting and traders are waiting for tomorrow's earnings or the Fed call. So that's what we're gonna see, like what happens. Either the money will flow out into gold and Bitcoin, or it will stay with the stock market in terms of QQQ and SPY shooting up and gaining new highs of all time. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I am both in BTC, XRP, meaning cryptocurrency here, and I'm heavily invested on stock market. In a stock market, specifically QQQ, SPY, and SEHD. These are my favorite ticker symbols, and these are my favorite, ETFs outside of SPMO, which I really love. This is one of my favorite, no doubt, hands down. And this has been performing really well. My average cost is $110. And if you see here, the current price is $121. So I'm almost up 10% already. And I haven't started this buying not until the month of, I think, June. End of May or June is when I started investing in it. And I already have almost 10 shares at 110 shares per share price cost, my cost, average cost. So that's where I am with SPMO. And if you see a crash like this, like where on April 4th the stock went from 94 to 82 in just 2 days, from April 2nd to April 4th. If this happens again, I'm gonna dump down more money in SPMO. And as I said, for MSTX, I will average down my cost basis. So that's the plan. I hope you guys like this video. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure to do so. And let me know if you are interested in learning more about any other strategy, or you think I should be dealing with the more of the margin money that you see here. And I will get back to you with my next video. Till then, take care of yourself and people around you. Goodbye.